If you are waking up wired, tired, and anxious, your sleep might be sabotaging your sanity. Let's fix that. Hey, friend, it's Melanie Borbo, and we are on day 8 of our challenge, of our 90-day challenge. And today we are going to dig into sleep and how to have better sleep because without it, everything else falls apart. So, if we want to have good mental health, we need to have good sleep. So how do you do that? And why is it important? Before I go there, I want to talk to you about a study that was done. Sleepless nights and feelings of despair are very closely linked, according to a study done by the National Institute of Mental Health. Here's what they said. Insomnia was reported by 10% of the subjects. About 40% of those with insomnia developed a mental disorder. The risk of major depression among insomniacs was 40 times higher than those who had no insomnia. And those experiencing temporary sleeplessness had 60% greater likelihood than that they would fall prey to depressive symptoms. This is serious stuff. Sleep is really, really important for our mental health. But sleep is also something that many people struggle with. So I want to give you a few tips. Now, remember, one step, one time, like don't overwhelm yourself. But I want to give you a couple tips to help you. I'll come back later with another video to give you more tips because there's actually lots of things you can do to help your sleep. But the first one that I want to talk about is lights out an hour before lights out. What does that mean? That means an hour before you want to be sleeping, you should start turning down your lights, shutting off your devices. That includes the TV and your phone. You want to shut that off. You want to, maybe start reading or doing something. And you want to try and go to bed at the same time, like or around the same time every night so that you can get up around the same time every morning. Because we are creatures of habit. So if we, train our bodies and our minds that it's time to go to bed by shutting off our devices, turning down our lights, starting to, don't dig into deep problems right before you go to bed. Try to just start to slow your mind down, calm down. A warm bath is nice. A walk outside always works for me. Start to form a bedtime routine. So lights out an hour before lights out, and um, and then you want to sleep in darkness. I had to actually get rid of my clock radio because, or my alarm clock, because that light would totally disrupt my sleep. So for me, I sleep in complete darkness. I had to get rid of the alarm clock. We like to have a window open when we sleep so that we get that fresh air. It's really good for you. And have your room be like organized and clean and in a place ready for sleep. So the more things that you do in your bed besides sleeping, like working, watching TV, all of those things, the harder it is for you to fall asleep because now your brain doesn't know, what are we doing in here? Are we sleeping? Are we not sleeping? So if you can get so that you can go to sleep in your bed and do everything else, outside of your bedroom, you'll start to train yourself. So the better sleep habits you can form and the better nighttime routines you can do, the better. Like seriously, you will sleep better, I promise you. And it helps you to get up and face the day and do all the things that I'm going to teach you to do in these daily videos, right? But sleep is super important. That's why I wanted it to be close to the beginning because without it, everything else falls apart. So you want to not eat a big meal. Like it takes 4 to 6 hours to digest a typical meal. So if you start eating at 8 o'clock at night and you want to be sleeping by 10 or 10:30, your body's still going to be digesting food. So it's best to eat, your bigger meal earlier in the day. Wow. Yes, absolutely. I mean, in a perfect world, it's better to eat all your food earlier and to not have hardly anything in the evening. But I know people work and so they have to eat when they get home and all the things. But you want to have a lighter supper and eat it earlier on so that your body is already done digesting. You don't have to worry about that. So these are just some of the tips. Like I say, I've got a whole bunch of tips, but I don't want to overload you. I want to give you something simple, something easy that you could do right now. So come back into the community and let us know what's your nighttime routine going to be? When do you want to go to bed? When do you want to get up? And how are you going to start implementing the lights out an hour before lights out? What kinds of things you're going to do. Be happy to celebrate with you and answer any questions that you have. So remember, come on over into the community and drop your comments. Okay, take care. And if you have not yet come to the community, if you're seeing this on YouTube, then come on over to Peace, Purpose, and Profit. This is a community to help women go from being tired and overwhelmed and stuck to having clarity and taking aligned action. And we do that with this 90-day challenge as well as our weekly group coaching. Amazing, amazing support. And we'd love to have you in there. So come on over and join us. Okay, take care. God bless. See you next time.